All right, so we had a bunch of requests for some of these sprayer videos recently to kind of explain my rig. This is not the fanciest thing in the world. It's kind of been rebuilt and rebuilt and rebuilt. Started out as a Fimco 3-point spreader, broke that tank several times, replaced it with one of this brand with the black feet. I put a hole in that last week and replaced it with the same brand because I was happy with the tank, 60 gallon. My pump is a 4.5 gallon a minute pump. So it's got one of these cheap valves on it, and basically I have the option to recirculate back into the tank. I would recommend put where it dumps that water back in on the opposite side of where it pulls it in, so it mixes it as good as possible. And then I've got 2 ball valves that allow me to spray. So one of those ball valves goes to my wand, but my wand I actually have on a banjo fitting with a ball valve, and that's what I use to empty my leftover chemical into jugs and also rinse my tank out and stuff. And then if I want to use the wand, my wand's sitting right there and it just quick connects, which I really like that system. Of course, you need one of these about that size, is 128 ounces. And then the other ball valve comes out here to my boom. Now I have 3 options on my boom. I've got the 20-foot boom. I carry this here, is a boomless sprayer. And then I have this nozzle on the side I use to spray fences, this orange nozzle right here. So I'll kind of explain those. Obviously the boomless sprayer that I carry up there, that's for if I get into stuff that's got rough terrain or a bunch of brush and stuff. That does 25 feet, and everything goes into this 2-inch receiver so I can change it quick. And then I just change it, the banjo fitting here, the quick connect, to go between booms. But this is what I usually run. And if I want to switch and spray fences, I just turn these valves opposite and turn them on and off. And this nozzle here on the side, I got to crack my valve to let some water recirc to lower the pressure, but that I can just run down my electric fences and spray like a 7-foot swath to the side of the Ranger, and that works awesome. And then obviously the other one is my boom. So my boom I welded onto the factory 10-foot, and it's so wavy now because I've hit so much stuff with it, but it's 20 foot. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 nozzles on it. It probably runs around 30 PSI. I like having it removable. I have ball valves right here and right here, so I can shut this boom down into thirds. So I can use that center section and again, crack a little water back into the tank to lower the pressure. I can use that center section to spray roads, or if I'm trying to do something more precise or not as wide, or I'm doing a strip or something and it didn't end up a multiple of my boom, I can shut down parts of the boom to spray what's left of the swath, which is really handy. And then I have these aircraft cables. The beginning of the spraying season, I kind of fasten them up there permanently, and then it's just got a carabiner and an eye bolt right here. And I just literally will throw those up in the Ranger and run around, and then get out and clip them back in. And so it's worked very well for me, very handy. I think boom sprayers are very important for accuracy, and it allows you to spray when it's windier and all that stuff. I have an on-off switch inside the Ranger. I have a pressure gauge inside the Ranger so I can see if there's a problem. So that's about it. I'd say always carry extra screens that are up in the nozzle bodies. Always carry extra nozzle bodies. Always carry extra everything, hose clamps, some tools, because the nature of these things is you break stuff as a food plotter. Also, one other thing is don't ever let any chemical that's, thick in nature, like simazines and hinder and stuff like that, don't ever let that stuff sit in your tank. That same day you use it, rinse it out, run water through your booms and everything, and get it all cleaned out, because that stuff will cake and harden and cause all kinds of problems, and then you got a nightmare on your hands.